Jakob, hello. I'm here to answer your questions for a contest. Now, Jakob is a fellow Scandinavian. He lives in Denmark. He's a great guy, and his channels was used to call Rook, but he changed the name to New Sounds and Old Sounds, I think. So rebranding his name and doing a contest, I thought was a great idea. And I wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. This is probably going to be the worst contest response, because your question was show a new record and an old record, and I don't buy new music. So last year, 2020, I bought one new record, and that was the Bright Eyes latest record. But yeah, I don't buy that much new music, so I'm actually going to cheat. I'm going to show you a record from 2016, but they have released records up till, I think they released the latest one last year, so you can check that out if you want. I don't have it yet. So I'm going to focus on the old records, if that's okay. And what I thought was, I just pulled some stuff from my jazz and from my classic like pop and rock, that I knew I wanted to recommend to anyone who haven't heard this music. But this is the hard part, because being in the VC, I mean, everyone who's watching your channel and mine are very knowledgeable when it comes to music. So trying to show something that someone haven't heard is like impossible, because we all are very good in music. So if there are anything in here that you haven't heard, I urge you to check it out. So I'm going to start with a classic record in the jazz sort of psych department. This is Stark Reality, and they released their record in 1970. The original press is dirt expensive and very high up on my want list, like top 10, I think. It was called The Stark Reality Discovers Hoagy Carmichael's Music Shop. Hoagy Carmichael was, I think, a TV personality and had a children's show in the 50s, and his son, who also was named Hoagy, he wanted to do a tribute sort of kids show or something like that, or record his dad's old music with a new sort of jazz lineup. So he asked something Stark. I can't remember the name. Something, yeah, Stark in Carl. No, Monty Stark. Thank you. If he could assemble a band and record his dad's old songs, and he did. And I don't think that they could use it. This is really spaced out. It's like really out there. It's from a music from a psychedelic horror movie almost. Like the worst kind. So and it's fantastic. I mean, it's great. If you haven't heard Stark Reality, check it out. Don't buy this. Buy the one with the real cover, because this lacks songs from the original LP and are in the wrong order. So yeah, let's see. The next one is also a jazz record, and this is kind of a cheap heat. Paul Bley, John Gilmore, Paul Motion, and Gary Peacock, Turning Point. This was recorded in 1968, but it wasn't released until 75. Yeah, 75. On Improvising Artists. So this is free jazz, but it's really a nice like kind of starting point if you don't know or haven't ventured into that sort of areas yet. Highly recommended. Turning Point, and not that expensive. And the last jazz record I want to recommend, but everyone knows about this, I think so anyway. Steve Lacy with Don Cherry, Evidence. I think recorded in the 60s, early 60s maybe. And this is also a cheap heat, because the reissue that looks like this reissue is very affordable, whereas the original press is kind of expensive and hard to get a hold of. All those 3 jazz records are highly recommended in my opinion. Now moving on to the more rock section of my collection. I had to pay it forward because this is a recommendation many moons ago from Henry Derrick that were at least in the VC before. Yeah, release music, check it out. But he recommended this in a video, and I think I heard it at Anders' house the first time. It's Vic Chestnut's North Star Deserter. This is a masterpiece of a record, really. It's so good. Both music and lyrics, it's insane. And when you check this out, if you like it, read about his story also. It's heartbreaking, just as the music itself. The last one is, this is a recommendation because I think this is a phenomenal record, and if you only heard Frank Sinatra's My Way, you should check this out because Cycles from 1968 is fantastic. He does Cycles, but also From Both Sides Now, which is a great cover of that. My favorite Frank Sinatra record, hands down, of the ones I've heard, at least. I love it. Love it. Okay, so the one record that is new. This is Emil Brankvist Trio, and obviously I can't say that this is bad because I'm friends with Max, who plays bass in this group. But it doesn't matter, even if Max plays bass or not. This is a fantastic record all the way through, and I think this is the second one that they released. From 2016. Now we're up at, I think they have released 4 records, and the latest was last year. So I'm cheating a little bit, but if you like what you hear, you could, you know, grab or listen to the latest one. They are on Spotify, but I think that this is the best starting point in their catalog. Falling Crystals. It's so, I don't want to use the word modern sounding, but it's very like mellow and sweet Scandinavian sounding. It's a cool record. It's and very smooth, easy to get into, and they have hit it big in Germany. So they get played on radio a lot in Germany. So they tour there a lot when there's no COVID out in the world. So yeah, Emil Brankvist Trio, Falling Crystals, highly recommended, from 2016. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the answers and that I didn't cheat too much. Just let me know if I did. And yeah, check, if you don't know about Jacob's channel, check him out. I'll leave a link below. And yeah, sub him up. Talk to you soon. Bye.